Okay, so for this part, we're gonna do some practice first. It may be a while since you've drawn hearts, maybe you're a pro at it, but practice, practice, practice will make us all fantastic heart makers. So we're gonna need a dry erase board. If you don't have a dry erase board that you use like for your schoolwork and things, you might have one of those sleeve protectors that you use for writing exercises that you can dry erase off of. You can use that. If you don't have that, you can just use a scratch paper and a pencil. But I like using a dry erase board because when we make a mistake or we want to change something, it's really quick and easy to just start over again. So first thing that you're going to need to do is decide whether your picture is going to be horizontal, like I have my board, or it will be vertical. Now that is totally your choice, whichever way is perfectly fine. So to begin with, we're gonna practice drawing some hearts. Now, if you are kind of like, oh, Ms.E, I know how to draw a heart, I don't need practice, I still want you to practice. I'm gonna show you a way, if you're not familiar with drawing a heart, the easiest way that I have found is to make sort of an M shape and then connect the bottom with a V shape, sort of like that. So I just want you to fill your board practicing making the hearts this way. Now, if you say, I would rather do it my own way, I like making my heart half at a time, and they come out like you like them, then that's fine too. But I would like you just to fill your board with some practice hearts, okay? That's quite a few hearts there. I think I'm pretty happy with how I'm drawing them. So now I'm going to talk about our project, and we're going to be making a project that is based off of Chris Uphues' work, and he does those really cute, happy little heart murals. But you notice that in his, some of them are overlapping, some are bigger, some are smaller, and that is called making a composition. A composition is how you arrange things on your work, on your paper, or on your painting, whatever it is that you're working on. So when we do our composition, the only real guidelines that I want you to follow is that your work should be balanced. And I mean that you're not going to have all of your hearts all crowded in over on this side of the paper and then leave this side empty. It looks like I forgot to do something there. Now, if I have a big heart here, how can I make this side of my board balanced? Well, I can do a couple small hearts on this side. Now my work is more balanced. It's a better composition. What else I can do to make this a more interesting composition is I can use something called overlapping, where I can make one heart look like it's in front and another heart look like it is behind, because I covered up this little part. You don't see it. So I want you to play around with your boards, and I want you to practice doing some hearts far away, close up, bigger, smaller, and I want you to do a few that are overlapping. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a couple here and there. And when you feel like your composition is ready to go, then we're going to talk about my favorite part of this project, and that is making these hearts look like these cute little characters. That's what Chris Uphues is really known for, is giving these hearts these little personalities. So there's going to be a sheet that will help you that has some eyes and some mouths for you to choose from. You can totally make up your own if you want to. But I want you to practice on your board. Now that I have my composition, maybe pick a few little eye shapes that you might like and add them to your hearts. So let's work on that right now. Some of them can be looking up at the other hearts. Some of them might have a funny smile to them. Maybe you can add a little nose in there. But you can use the sheet that I have or invent your own. So let's work on that a little bit. so my composition is done. I practiced my faces. I'm pretty comfortable with what I'm drawing. I am ready to grab my final paper and get started on that. You will be working in pencil, and you can redraw what you practiced just as you have it on your board. Use that as sort of a guideline, or you can create a totally new composition using what you learned from your practice board. I'm gonna draw mine, and you draw yours, and we'll meet back when we're done. All right, so my pencil drawing is done, and I am going to grab my Sharpie, and I am just going to start outlining over my pencil lines really carefully. You can stop here if you want to, or you can go ahead and just finish off with the Sharpie marker today. That's your choice depending on how much time you have. You can save it for next time, and that will be the step you do before we add the beautiful color that we're gonna be putting on these. What do you think? I'm pretty happy with it. All right, I'm gonna save mine, and you save yours, and I will see you back here in the art room next time. Bye, guys.